Hi guys, this is Jamie at selfdefenseguy.com. You can get us on Facebook at selfdefenseguy UK, at Twitter selfdefenseguy1, at Instagram at selfdefenseguy, and also at our YouTube TV channel, which is selfdefenseguy TV. You can also email me at jamie@selfdefenseguy.com, and I'll respond to your emails as and when I can. Today we're talking about the F3 response, the fight, flight, freeze response, our natural adrenal response to stress, pressure and fear. And how critical it is to our safety. So we're going to cover in this, going to do it in two parts. So in this one we're going to cover what actually happens to our body and how we'll feel, and then in the second one we're going to cover ways we can potentially manage it and use it to our advantage. So everyone will probably in their daily lives recognise the F3 response. So even if you've never been in a scary situation, our bodies have adapted to modern life to think about the F3 response. So let me give you some examples. Has anyone ever felt nervous about presenting? If you work in an office job, it's very common that you have to present on a certain topic, particularly if you're an expert in your particular area or you're doing a pitch to clients or something like that. Within that F3 response, what will happen is you'll be nervous and anxious about what you have to do the following day. So that's essentially a modern day expression, a modern day way that your body, your fight response kicks in. It's preparing you for action. That action, okay, in this case not being punching and kicking, not fighting for your life, but you are responding to a stimulus that makes you nervous. You are preparing your body to fight, i.e. present well, come across well the next day, perform under stress and pressure. The second one example I'll probably give is, has anyone ever put off a difficult conversation? You delay and you delay and you delay. Now that's essentially your flight response. That's your psyche saying, well, I don't want to deal with this difficult thing, so I'll run away from it. And then the third thing is, an example is, say you've been put on the spot by a boss, friend, spouse, whatever, and asked a difficult question, one that you don't respond to, one that essentially you've got no response for, but you know the answer. It's essentially your mind wipes, and that's the freeze response. That's your body not being able to perform or failing to perform under that stress and pressure. So what happens then? Our brain triggers a big hormone dump. Cortisol is our general stress trigger, our stress hormone response, and that allows the release of certain hormones through our HPA axis, which is your hypothalamus, your pituitary and your adrenal glands. In this case we're concerned with adrenaline. So what does adrenaline do to the body? It will increase your heart rate, it will push blood through your muscles, it will make your body ready for action in terms of having energy where you need it. It will also start to shut down non-essential things for the time when you are expected to perform. So you will likely hyperventilate. That's your body starting to get more oxygen into you. This is where people have problems with modern day things like panic attacks. That's having a stress adrenaline response when it's not needed, and then your body can't deal with it, so it expresses itself as a panic attack. Your pupils will dilate. That's your sensory system trying to get as much information as it can about what the threat might be. Your extremities might become tingly or even numb as your body centralizes and prioritizes those things that are most important: lungs, liver, heart, big muscles for movement. You'll get muscle tension. Your muscles will tighten, and quite often after a stressful situation you'll find that you're very, very sore, even if it hasn't gone on for very long, more so than if you did a martial arts training session, or you went to a wrestling competition, or you were a sprinter or something like that, because it's not the same type of life-threatening response. Your temperature will go up, you'll sweat. That's your body general exercise response, response to being able to have to do physical activity. It's also an expression of your nervous system starting to fire up. As I said when I introduced, your heart will race. That's blood pumping around your body. You might start to shake as well, and that's your O2 prep system getting your body ready to go. And one thing as well that happens usually is as your digestive system starts to be stalled, starts to shut down because it's not a priority, you might get bad guts as well. You might wet yourself, these sorts of things. That's your body essentially shutting down things that are not necessary and getting rid of things that it doesn't need. If it happens in a stressful situation, don't focus on that. Focus instead on the priority, the danger that's presented to you. You know, it's a big danger that people focus on the things that in society we would react to negatively, things that break societal norms. But in a life-threatening situation, you need to ignore those things. So these are the sorts of things that happen to your body. So that's something to go away and look at. In blog video part 2, what we'll do is we'll take these sort of 6, 7, 8 sort of physical symptoms. We'll try and put some control on it, and we'll also look at tactics, well, an overall strategy, but also then tactics that we can tag on to deal with these things. So it's Jamie at Self Defence Guy. Get us on the Twitter at Self Defence Guy 1, Facebook at Self Defence Guy UK. You can get us on the Insta at Self Defence Guy and the YouTube channel at Self Defence Guy TV. Take care, stay safe, guys. Bye.